Carlos Maza, if you weren't aware, is the, what would you say, the architect of the Vox Apocalypse. Well, the try-hard architect of the Vox Apocalypse. Anyway, as you know, he had a bit of a boo-hoo tiff with Stephen Crowder over some words said and blah 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 blah. This was shared by Adam22 of No Jumper. So, well done, Adam22. Sharing this is just fully showing Carlos Maza to be what he really is, a man that claims to be a journalist, like many modern journalists, but really is an activist and a hater, just a hater. Most of them are just haters, bitter, resentful losers, really, who just hate other people, just have nothing but hatred in their heart. These people are terrible. That's awful. And what you see here, which was pointed out by LM22 himself, is at first this looks like this is kind of a tongue-in-cheek parody. You know, he's just making a bit of fun, being a gay man himself. You know, just doing a little inside gay joke, maybe something like that. I don't know. So look, gay first trap accounts are a menace. If you don't know what a first trap is, well, you should, because it's probably been done to you. First traps, obviously, provocative photos of ladies and men that trap you into, wanting to get aroused. They're arousing photographs. First traps. It's a first trap. Just look it up, man. I'm not explaining everything to you today. For goodness sake, come on, just calm down. Gay first trap accounts are a menace. They prey on our worst insecurities and taunt us with highly unrealistic body expectations. Modern queer liberation means unfollowing and preemptively blocking these fucking ghouls. That's what he says. Right. I don't think they prey on... Well, maybe if you're a homosexual, then it preys... if you're gay, it preys on your insecurities, because you are attracted to someone of the same sex, so therefore you have the same body physiques. But, a first trap for straight people, just like to put it to you, Carlos, we don't look at it and go, oh, there's an unrealistic body goal. Because, for one, we don't want to have that body. We just want to lick and suck that body. And two, it's not an unrealistic body goal because we have plastic surgery now. And you can literally be whatever you want. So, you're kind of talking shit, Carlos. So they're a menace. They taunt us with highly unrealistic body expectations. It's not an unrealistic body expectation. Okay. There's kind of no such thing as unrealistic body expectations. Well, there are. If you haven't got any arms and shit or something like that, do you know what I'm saying? But as a rule of thumb, in general, you can achieve that. Like, for me to achieve that is a bit of work. It's going to be a bit of work, and I'd have to give up certain things that I love. Mainly drinking. I've given up everything else. So just please don't take my drinking away from me. I only drink because it's legal, okay? Right, come on, can we calm down? Everyone settle down, please. Do you know what I mean? So it's not really that is not an unrealistic body expectation. Well, an expectation of what you should look like, but it's not an unrealistic goal that you could achieve if you want to look that way. And look, first time I went to a gay club, it was just full of like dudes looking like that, all oiled up and shit, and I was like, wow, you really are into this, because a lot of girls aren't into that kind of thing. Well, that's what they say anyway. They're all fucking liars anyway, aren't they? Makes me want to turn gay with their lies. No, I'm just joking. Love you all, ladies, except the gross ones. But but essentially, if a girl says, I don't mind, I like having a little fat stomach, it's cute, and be cool with it, it's like, well, I don't really need to hit the gym that hard then, thanks babe, love you too, like whatever. But if you want that, you can get it. Like, don't have someone saying you can't get it. I think it's the worst thing to think, you can't achieve that. Like, you can. Like, fuck you says I can't achieve that. Do you know what I'm saying? Why have a defeatist attitude? But obviously, you know, this is Carlos. Carlos, at first you might think, oh, he's been a bit of a joker. No. What does it say here? Look. We should think of gay Instagram thirst trappers the same way we think of alcohol and cigarette companies that advertise to gay men. Predators who take advantage of our insecurities to make a profit even at the expense of our physical and emotional health. That's right. If you're a gay man and you have a toned, crafted body that you've worked hard on, what you're actually doing is you're praying and taking advantage of insecurities to make a profit. That's right. That's what you're doing. You're preying on the weak. You're preying on the oppressed. You're preying on the most vulnerable in society by taking care of yourself and working hard on your buff body. That's what you're doing. And it's just as damaging. You being healthy and buff is just as damaging as what booze and fags do to people. So when I say fags, I mean UK fags. It's like the cigarettes. That's what we call them, all right? And you ain't telling us, America, you're not telling us not to say fags no more, all right? All right? You know, we smoke fags, yeah? Okay? We don't not. When you say smoke a fag, you mean something terrible. When we say smoke a fag, it's not great, obviously. It's not good for you, but you know, it's not as bad as going and shooting a gay person, is it? But that's why I try to tell some people that, like going, it's always like I just shot someone. People are weird. So apparently it's just as bad. That's just as bad, according to Carlos. I mean, what a ridiculous person you must be to even think of saying that and being serious about it. I mean, if you're joking, that's good. But you're not. It's like, I'm gonna say this. He woke up one day, and, went through his whole day. I was like, oh yeah, I did this, I did that. This is 12:34 p.m. So he already had I don't know what time he gets up. I'm assuming if you're a journalist, you should get up early, be ahead of the curve. Be like, oh yeah, ate something, and he worked out. Or he probably doesn't work out because he's a hater, and he hates ripped bodies because apparently they're a disgrace. They're predatory. He had a bit of his day. He's like, yeah, what should I do today? I'm just gonna say something fucking outrageous and idiot, and let's say this. This is what he decided to do with his time. Was say this. This is what he decided to do. Think about that for a second. This person, out of all the things he could put out into the public domain, this is what he decided to say. Think about that. Why? What sort of person are you that decides this is what you're going to say today? Where's the thought process behind this? Hate. Fucking hate and jealousy and envy. That's what it is. It's hatred. This is hate. This is hate speech. And this is one of the weird things. You have all these want to be social justice activist types that'll be in the media. They say they're journalists, blah 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 blah, who are actively campaigning against hate speech. They say hate speech is not free speech, whatever. We're against hate speech. But they're the most hateful people I've ever encountered. They're so full of hate. It's just because they're not going, they'll say hate speech is someone saying, they're the typical ones at the moment saying Islam is not a religion of peace, and, fuck terrorism, whatever it is, going, they don't appreciate our values and they don't fit into our society, blah blah blah, and that. They'll say that's hate speech. But literally, that is, you could say it's hateful. I mean, some people use it in a hateful way, blah 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 blah. There's nuances to it. It's like yeah. It could be hate speech, it could be this. One person's truth speaker is another person's hate peddler. Blah 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 blah. but the stuff that these people come out with, their attitude towards rival entities, and toward their attitude towards people they disagree with, is full of hate, and everything that they do, every action that they take, is hateful. It's powered and fueled by hatred, by jealousy and hatred. And what do? And they fearmonger people. That's the worst thing. They fearmonger people through their hatred. They use their hatred. The hatred drives them, and then to get their end goal of destroying what they hate, they whip everyone up into a fear frenzy or into a hate frenzy. These are fucking hate preachers. Carlos Maza's a hate preacher. Do you not understand? He's a hater. That's the definition of a hater. You're a fucking hate preacher. But the difference is, I ain't here to I'm gonna, use the fact that I'll let you talk to shut you down. But I'll shut you down as in, I'm not gonna shut you down. I'm not gonna deplatform you. I'm not gonna tell you. I'm not gonna cut your tongue out. I'm just gonna go, yo, you're a fucking bozo, bruv. Pam! There's a virtual slap. This is a metaphorical slap across the face. You're an idiot, bruv, and you're a hater. You're an actual hate preacher. Do you not get it? You're so full of hate. Come on, there's another one. Hadn't thought about that, but it totally makes sense. It's personally taken a fucking toll on me though, and I want to burn it the fuck down. Replying to something. But it totally makes sense. It's personally taken a fucking toll on me though, and I want to burn it down. It's a personal grievance you have, and therefore, because it's your personal grievance, because you have all this hatred towards these buff men who are more buff and ripped and attractive than you are, Carlos, that you want to burn it down. That is the talk of a hater. That is hater talk. There is no way to disguise it. You can disguise it all you want by saying that you preach, you're there to be some sort of moral guiding light. You're this virtuous individual that seeks the truth against the evil oppressions, against the exploitation and the blah and the this and the that. You're a fucking hateful little troll. And I'm not talking about a troll as in someone that's funny. I'm not talking about a funny troll, someone that does trolling as an art form. As in a troll, a motherfucker that lives under a bridge and scares goats type troll. That's what you are. You're a little fucking goblin. You're a hater. You are a hate peddler, a hate preacher. You are the embodiment of hate speech, because there's nothing but hatred behind everything that you say. So you should deplatform your fucking self, because that's what you believe in. That's what you believe in. So please, deplatform yourself, if that's what you believe in. A man is defined by his values. Stay true to your values, and do not disrespect your own values. Do not turn away from your own values. Do not shit on your own values by not doing what you should do. Carlos the hate preacher. There you are, in plain sight. Shame on you, Carlos.